The hidden secret within the last digit of your birth year. Did you know that the last digit of your birth year is not random at all, but actually carries a spiritual energy that can transform the way you see yourself, your life, and even the path of your destiny? Most people only look at the year of birth as a simple detail on a birth certificate, a piece of information to remember. But for centuries, through Buddhist philosophy and both Eastern and Western mystical traditions, people have believed that the last digit of the birth year represents an energetic imprint that follows a person throughout their entire life. It is like a rhythm of the universe, a unique frequency that your soul resonates with from the very first cry you made when entering this world. In Buddhist philosophy, numbers are not just mathematical symbols. They are sacred signs, doorways that open into deeper layers of existence. Each number vibrates with a unique energy, and that vibration influences your personality, your habits, and even the lessons and challenges you must face. If you know how to read them, numbers become mirrors reflecting the journey of your life. But remember, numbers are not chains of fate. They do not lock you into one unchangeable path. Instead, they act more like a spiritual compass, guiding you toward living in harmony with your truest essence. So, what does the last digit of your birth year reveal about you? Let us dive deeply into the meaning of the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Before we begin with the first number, if you're curious about uncovering the hidden meaning behind your birth year, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss out on more fascinating insights into your destiny and your life journey. Number 0, emptiness and infinite potential. Many people fear the number 0 because it seems to represent nothing. But in the Buddhist perspective, emptiness does not mean hopeless void. It is boundless potential, the silent space before the universe gave birth to all things, the blank canvas ready for new strokes of creation. Those born in years ending with 0 often go through many phases of rebirth in their lives. They may change careers, move places, or even reinvent themselves many times. Each crisis, each loss, becomes an opportunity for them to begin again with renewed strength. I once met a man born in 1970. For many years, he worked at a state-owned company, living a stable life. But at age 50, he suddenly gave up everything to become a meditation teacher. His family fiercely opposed, saying he was crazy. Yet he only smiled and said, "I was born to start again. Every time I let go, I step into a new chapter." That is the energy of number 0, the ability to find light within endings, to see opportunity where others see only loss. However, the shadow side of this number is the feeling of being trapped in a repeating cycle, always starting and ending, yet never feeling fully complete. The lesson for those marked by 0 is this: be patient. Trust that every ending is a doorway to a new beginning. By learning to accept impermanence, they unlock extraordinary wisdom and creativity. Number 1, the path of the pioneer. If number 0 symbolizes limitless potential, then number 1 is the very first spark that bursts forth from the void. It is the force of will, the desire to lead, the spirit of the pioneer. Those born in years ending with 1 are often strong-willed, decisive, and naturally inclined to lead. They dislike following worn-out paths. They want to carve out new ones, to start movements that others may later follow. I recall a young woman born in 1981 in a small rural village. As a child, she dreamed of studying abroad, while her family and community thought it was nothing but a foolish fantasy. She persevered, studied hard, won a scholarship, and became the very first person from her village to step into another country. Later, when she returned, she didn't keep her success to herself. She created a scholarship fund and opened free English classes for children. That is the energy of number 1, the courage to go first, the ability to ignite inspiration in others. But with such bright light also comes shadow, the loneliness of the path. Number 1 people sometimes become too rigid, trying to do everything alone, which can push them into self-isolation. Their true lesson is to learn how to lead without imposing, to inspire without overshadowing. A mantra for them could be, "I walk my own path, but I do not walk alone. Number 2, balance and harmony. If number 1 is the pioneering flame, then number 2 is the gentle stream of water. In Buddhism and many spiritual traditions, the number 2 symbolizes duality, yin-yang, day-night, sun-moon. It carries the energy of connection and harmony. Those born in years ending with 2 are usually highly sensitive to the emotions of others. They dislike conflict and naturally play the role of peacemaker. In any group, they often become the thread that holds people together. I once had a student born in 1992. In our meditation group, disagreements would sometimes arise. Some wanted to practice early, others later, and a few felt frustrated about responsibilities not being shared fairly. This young woman, through her quiet listening and gentle words, was able to calm everyone down. Gradually, people began calling her the bridge. That is the energy of number 2, the ability to empathize and to heal divisions. However, those influenced by number 2 often fall into a trap, forgetting themselves. They spend so much energy pleasing others and avoiding conflict that they sometimes say yes when deep inside they want to say no. Over time, this can lead to exhaustion and inner emptiness. The lesson for them is this: harmony does not mean self-sacrifice. True balance arises only when they know how to listen both to others and to themselves. After understanding the energies of the first 3 numbers, 0, 1, and 2, we now continue the journey of exploring the others. If number 0 is the empty beginning, number 1 the spark of the pioneer, and number 2 the flowing stream of harmony, then numbers 3 to 4, 5 open up a more vibrant world, filled with creativity, structure, and freedom. Before moving on to the next number, if you are curious about unlocking the hidden meaning behind your birth year, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any fascinating insights about your destiny and your life path. Number 3, the energy of creativity and expression. In mystical traditions, number 3 is often called the artist's number. It is linked with imagination, joy, self-expression, and the arts. In Buddhism, number 3 also represents the triple gem, the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, a harmonious trinity guiding humanity on the path of enlightenment. People born in years ending with 3 usually carry a strong creative energy. They love to speak, to share, and to use words as tools of inspiration. Even if they do not pursue the arts, they often excel in fields that require communication, teaching, or generating new ideas. I once met a woman born in 1983 who worked as a kindergarten teacher. She told me that, ever since childhood, she loved singing and telling stories to her friends. When she became a teacher, she turned every class into a little stage where children could both learn and laugh. Parents often said, "She doesn't just teach letters, she teaches our children the joy of living." That is the spirit of number 3. Wherever they are, laughter and vibrancy often follow. Yet, creative energy comes with challenges. People marked by number 3 can be easily scattered, excited by many things, but lacking the perseverance to follow through. They often begin new projects with passion, but abandon them halfway when the initial excitement fades. The lesson for them is this: creativity requires discipline. When they learn to combine their soaring imagination with steady persistence, they will create works that truly stand the test of time. Number 4, solid foundations and order. If number 3 is the artist, then number 4 is the architect. In many cultures, number 4 represents the 4 directions: east, west, south, and north. The 4 seasons: spring, summer, autumn, winter. It is the symbol of strength, stability, and structure. In Buddhism, it resonates with the 4 Noble Truths, the core teachings of the Buddha. Those born in years ending with 4 are usually practical, persistent, and capable of building strong foundations. They are not drawn to unrealistic fantasies, but believe in steady effort, step by step. People influenced by 4 often excel in organizing, managing, and serving as the pillar that others rely on. I remember a farmer born in 1954 whom I once knew. His whole life was tied to the fields. He was not highly educated, but he was remarkably skilled at building a solid family. Through his diligence and attention to detail, he supported his children's education, helped them succeed, and created a warm and harmonious home. Neighbors often said, "He is the pillar, the root of the entire family." That is the spirit of number 4: perseverance, strength, and quiet resilience. Yet, the shadow of number 4 is rigidity. Sometimes they cling too tightly to rules and refuse to accept change, which can trap them in their own structures. This inflexibility may cause them to miss opportunities or grow overly conservative. The lesson for number 4 is this: learn flexibility within firmness. A house may be strong, but if it has no windows to let in light, its inside will remain dark. Number 5, the desire for freedom and experience. If number 4 symbolizes stability, then number 5 is the breeze of freedom. In Eastern philosophy, number 5 is closely linked with the 5 elements: metal, wood, water, fire, and earth, representing constant movement and the dynamic balance of the universe. Those born in years ending with 5 often have adventurous souls. They love to explore, to discover, and they refuse to be confined. They enjoy traveling, experimenting with new things, and are usually open to bold and unconventional ideas. I once spoke with a young man born in 1995 who worked as a freelance photographer. He told me, "I can't stay in one place for too long. Every time I step into a new land, I feel as if I'm living another life." His photos brimmed with color and vibrancy, capturing everyday moments everywhere, from the highlands of Vietnam to the streets of Europe. That is the energy of number 5: freedom, experience, and remarkable adaptability. Yet, the shadow side of number 5 is instability. They can grow restless easily, change directions often, and sometimes live too impulsively, forgetting their responsibilities. Without discipline, they may slip into a careless, even reckless lifestyle. The lesson for number 5 is this: freedom must be paired with responsibility. When they learn to use their wings wisely, they can soar high without ever losing their sense of direction. If numbers 3, 4, and 5 open up a journey of experience, creativity, building foundations, and seeking freedom, then the final numbers, 6 through 9, take us into deeper layers of human existence. These represent the stage where one learns about love, wisdom, strength, and completion. Before moving on to the next number, if you're curious about exploring the hidden meaning of your birth year, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any fascinating insights into your destiny and life journey. Number 6, the energy of love and responsibility. In many cultures, number 6 is associated with family and compassion. In Buddhism, it is connected to the 6 paramitas, the 6 perfections of a bodhisattva: generosity, discipline, patience, diligence, meditation, and wisdom. These are all noble qualities that help refine and elevate the human spirit. Those born in years ending with 6 usually embody the energy of love, care, and responsibility. They are emotional, empathetic, and naturally protective. In family life, they often become the ones who shoulder burdens and take care of everyone. I once knew a woman born in 1986 who worked as a nurse. She said, "What makes me happy is not a high salary, but seeing a patient recover and watching their families smile again." She often stayed late at the hospital to care for difficult cases, simply because she could not bear to leave anyone in pain. That is the spirit of number 6, compassion and selfless service. But the shadow of number 6 lies in overburdening themselves with responsibility. They may take on too much, sometimes to the point of suffering. They risk feeling used or becoming disheartened when their love and care are not reciprocated. The lesson for number 6 is this: love with awareness, give generously, but do not forget to care for yourself. When the heart is balanced, love will radiate more strongly and endure far longer. Number 7, the journey of wisdom and inner depth. In numerology, number 7 is considered the number of seekers, of both knowledge and spiritual truth. It is tied to contemplation, analysis, and the desire to probe beneath the surface of life. In Buddhism, the number 7 is profoundly sacred. At birth, the Buddha is said to have taken 7 steps, with a lotus blossoming at each one. People born in years ending with 7 usually have deep and thoughtful minds. They love to study, to question, and to research. they are not easily satisfied with surface appearances. They always want to know the why behind everything. They also tend to live inwardly, enjoying solitude, books, and self-reflection. I remember a man born in 1977 who worked as an engineer but had a passion for Buddhist philosophy. He told me, "My job gives me food and shelter, but philosophy gives me true peace." In the evenings, he spent hours reading sutras, writing down his reflections, and sharing his insights with friends. The challenge of number 7 is isolation. They can get lost in their own thoughts, becoming disconnected from the world around them. At times, they may turn skeptical, pessimistic, or overly withdrawn. The lesson for number 7 is this: wisdom shines brightest when shared and applied to real life. By combining inner contemplation with outer action, they will discover true fulfillment. Number 8, strength and prosperity. The number 8 has long been regarded as the number of material strength, authority, and wealth. In Eastern belief, 8 is linked with the word prosper, prosperity, and growth. In Buddhism, it also connects with the Noble Eightfold Path, 8 righteous ways that lead one toward enlightenment. Those born in years ending with 8 often carry powerful energy, resilience, and an intense drive for success. They are natural leaders, skilled organizers, and often aim for achievement in both material wealth and social standing. I once worked with an entrepreneur born in 1978. He started from nothing, failed several times, yet never gave up. Eventually, he built a thriving company that provided jobs for hundreds of workers. He told me, "True power is not about money, but about the value you create for others." The shadow side of number 8 is excessive ambition, easily getting swept away by money and power. They may become authoritarian or lose balance between work and personal life. Lesson for number 8. Remember that prosperity is not only about material wealth, but also about richness of spirit, love, and character. When both sides unite, one reaches complete success. Number 9. Fulfillment and service. As the final digit, number 9 often symbolizes completion, wisdom, and compassion. In many cultures, it is regarded as a sacred number, belonging to spiritual guides and mentors. In Buddhism, there is the 9 levels of the lotus, 9 stages of enlightenment in the Pure Land. People born in years ending with 9 usually possess a generous heart, kindness, and a natural wish to help others. They care not only for themselves, but also for their community and society. The energy of number 9 is one of service and deep compassion. I know a young woman born in 1999 who works in social service. She often joins volunteer projects to support children in mountain areas. She shared, "When I see the children's smiles, I feel as though I have received more than what I gave." The shadow side of number 9 is that they may become overly sensitive to others' pain. They sometimes sacrifice too much, neglecting their own needs. Lesson for number 9. Service does not mean giving up everything. Maintain balance between helping others and caring for yourself so that love can spread in a lasting way. Conclusion of the journey. From 0 to 9, each final digit in a birth year carries its own energy, reflecting aspects of character and life path. 0, 1, 2, beginnings, pioneering, connection. 3 to 4, 5, creativity, foundation, freedom. 6 to 7, 8, 9, love, wisdom, strength, service. Together they form the symphony of life, where each person plays a unique note. By understanding the energy of your number, you learn to use your strengths, overcome your weaknesses, and live more fully. In the end, what defines us is not the number itself, but how we learn, grow, and shine through what we are given. In this final stage, we explored the numbers 6, 7, 8, and 9, those connected with love, wisdom, strength, and completion. And from them, we draw a complete conclusion for the whole journey. If you found this content helpful and meaningful, please like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss our newest videos. Your support is the motivation that inspires us to keep bringing even more value.